Another type of graphic organizer website. And you do need to log in, and yes, there are some restrictions on amount when you have a free account. Under public poplets, you can check out what other people have done with poplets to give yourself an idea. Here's one on the environment. Here's a facts about the earth one. Here's one about the government. And if you go to the Poplet website, you can check out under example poplets or public poplets and see what different people use this for. To show you the different pricing plans with poplets, just for disclosure, the free plan is 5 poplets, all the feature, it's free. So if you're going to use this with students and you only make 5 poplets a year free, you can have the students sign up. Remember, when you're having students sign up for accounts, to follow whatever rules your school district or school has in terms of student created accounts and permissions and things like that. Then there's a monthly plan, unlimited poplets, all features, $3 a month or $30 a year. So if you were going to use it a lot, it might be worth it. It's actually a little cheaper than the Bubbles. So those are basically the different plans. Now, there is poplets for schools as well. So you could investigate it with the poplet pricing and groups and how it works. You'd probably have to use it a lot to make it worth paying for it, because it looks like up to 50 poplets, it becomes $2 each. So you could really investigate and read this page about poplet groups if you get into poplets to see about creating a poplet group. So let's get busy with creating a poplet. Make a new poplet. You just click on it. You name your poplets, and it even tells me I have 4 poplet left because I got the free account. I think if you delete a poplet, if I'm correct, it means you will have more poplets. So you could do the same thing, create a poplet, delete a poplet. Let's see. Yep, I have 5 poplets left. So it's the saving part. So if you use them and either print them or are done with them or export them, then you could keep reusing the poplet. So I'm going to name my poplet Practice. I could pick a color, which you could always change, and make it so. The color is the color of my background. Okay, so all I have to do is double click somewhere and a little poplet guy appears, and it has my name in it. So these little circle ends is how you can drag to make links and make another poplet by simply doing this. So it doesn't do the parent-child feature like Bubbles. Okay, to format a poplet, I can click on it, change the color. You can change the font. There's small, and then medium, and then large font. So there's 3 types of fonts. So if I change this, and I can show you, it'll change the font size, small, medium, large. You can justify left, center, justify right. So those are your choices. You do not seem to have color choices, as like your color changes the type and not the font. So the font's just going to be black. You could also draw in your poplet. Gives you a bigger box. You can pick a color and draw something. So you could make your own drawing in poplet. And if I want to clear the drawing, I can hit clear and my drawing's gone. So you can draw in poplet. Expand even makes it bigger if you want it bigger. And let's figure out how to unexpand. There are corners in the side, like the arrows, where I can drag it in and make it not expand anymore. If I want to delete the poplet, I could click on the little X and it would delete just this popple, which means one of the individual ones, which I don't want to do. You also can add images to the poplet. You can add an image from Flickr, a video from Vimeo, YouTube, or import your own picture. I've had difficulties getting the picture out of the popple, so once it's in, it's kind of hard to get out. So sometimes if you put in the wrong picture, you don't like it, you have to delete it, the whole popple, and then just start again. But uploading images is just clicking from my computer and finding a picture that I want and opening it up, and it uploads the image. And there's the image right here. Now, another one of the problems is you're never sure how big the image is going to come in, so you got to kind of play with it. And like I said, I can't figure out how to get it open unless you upload another image on top of it. This little box here is so you can add a comment to a popple. So I could type in here, this is my comment, and add this comment. And watch, when I go back to the main, you're like, okay, well, where's the comment? Well, if I click on it, there's my comment. So this is more of an interactive piece for people to be able to interact with it. So this is more if you were working on a popple with multiple people and you wanted to remind them to do something, that kind of thing. Let's go back to the main. You can move popples around by just clicking them and dragging them to reorganize them however you want. You can zoom in and zoom out as well. Let's zoom back out. Some other features of Poplet, if you come up to this gearbox, it's another menu. You can make a whole new popple this way instead of just double-clicking and dragging. Double-clicking, how you make a Poplet. You can also save. It'll tell you it's saved. You can edit. You can organize your poplets, align them horizontally, distribute heights, make a column, make a row. So you could play around with these if you for the organization. Personally, with me, I'm a fan of just clicking and dragging and putting them where I want for organizing. Add content is the same way as about adding images, Flickr, YouTube. You can add a Google Maps, view, presentation mode, hide name tags. So if you don't want the names on it, you can hide the name tags. Here's important, export. So remember I said there's the 5 poplet limit, but you can export it as a PDF, or you can export it as a JPEG or a high-res PNG. Now you won't be able to edit them, but there will be a digital file that could be inserted anywhere you can insert an JPEG or attach a PDF. So there's a way of getting around the 5 limits is you have your kids make them, they put them into another document, maybe it's a Google Doc or a Word doc or something, a presentation that they're turning in, a Glogster, and then they could delete the poplet and have more. We're not going to get into labs, but the poplet linker is you could link one poplet to another, drag the poplet link into the background of poplets if you wanted to link them to each other. You could play around with that if you want. You could duplicate it, and you could print them. So once again, getting around the 5 things. It's you want something the kids print it, they're done, great. You know, if they have to do some editing, and then when you're done, the assignment's turned in, they don't need it, they can delete it. Another thing you can do with Poplet is share the Poplets. And what you could do is you could share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, great, great, great. You also can share a link. So once you share this Poplet, anyone on the internet can see it. Okay, let me share it. So it's going to give me a link. It also gives me an embed code if I want to embed it to a website. You could also email it to friends, enter up to 10 with comma-separated email addresses. But remember, if you share this and you share the link, you can't delete the Poplet. If you delete the Poplet, the link will be dead because it'll be going to somewhere where nothing exists. So you could share the Poplet for a while, or maybe there's a Poplet you want kids to permanently have on their website. That's the one you share, and make sure they don't delete that one if you're going to keep under the 5 free Poplets. So those are the basics of Poplets.